Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. Today, it's a Chelsea news day. Normally there'd be a Reddit, I'm very sorry, there won't be one today. It's going to be a Chelsea news video because I have to get this out. I've seen the comments and I know that I haven't said anything on this, except for very, very briefly, but now things have happened. I'm going to give my view. So there's that. Tomorrow will be Champions League preview time as we look forward to Chelsea and AC Milan at Stamford Bridge. It's been a while since we've played AC Milan. I can't remember the last time we played AC. But loads happening. Plus, I'll give you my thoughts on what I think is going to go down in the Champions League match day this week and beyond. So let's get into it. Before we do, I want to let you know this video is brought to you and sponsored by the OneFootball app. Make sure you hit that link in the description for all of your footballing latest, your scores, your news, your results, whatever. Plus, if you're based in the UK or Ireland, you will be having access to Italian Serie A. One Italian Serie A match on per match day, streaming live on the OneFootball app. As well as that, if you are in the UK and Ireland, you get to watch all highlights of Italian Serie A on the OneFootball app. So make sure you hit that link in the description, download and enjoy. Let's get cracking. It looks like it's actually flipping happening this. I didn't think it would. I thought it was beyond our control. I thought we'd lost any sort of grasp on a chance of getting this player, but Christopher Nkunku is going to be a Chelsea player next season. Next season. We got everything done around it seems, and I'm going to give you the latest. Let's get cracking right into it before I give you my thoughts on Christopher Nkunku, starting off with David Ornstein early this morning before everyone even started work. Here we go. Christopher Nkunku understood to have signed pre-contract agreement to join Chelsea next summer, plus CFC have committed to pay above €60 million release clause to secure the 24-year-old now. Range or second round meetings this week for sporting director role. So good to know that we're still trying to go for a sporting director, although that is so out in the open now. I mean, apparently now we're going back in for the RB Leipzig guy. I mean, can we just pick one and get him, please? Anyway, Nkunku. Fabrizio gives us more of a rundown, saying, Nkunku is in final stages. Smart from Chelsea because they can pay in different payment terms like in many years rather than one payment. Chelsea know next summer many clubs will try and sign strikers, Real Madrid, Atletico, Inter, Man United, etc. So there is that. Plus, Chelsea will be there for Rafael Leao, but AC Milan are trying to extend his contract. So there is that. And that's going to be a very, very interesting one. Although I'm trying to think how are we going to fit all these guys in? You know, if we're going in for Nkunku, we're going for Leao. If any players do decide to start performing under Potter now, we're going to be quite flooded in the attacking department, that's for sure. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to be managed. But anyway, there's more to do with Christopher Nkunku. Here it is. Christopher Nkunku has been impressed by how Chelsea have handled the situation and is very keen on the move to Stamford Bridge. Chelsea have sent scouts to watch him the last 2 seasons. Interest started when Abramovich was owner. I mean, I respect this. With all due respect, you know, like, yeah, we've sent scouts out. Cool. Do we need to really send out scouts for 2 entire seasons for Nkunku when everyone kind of knew who this guy was, at least last season? But anyway, I'm not going to criticize that. Chelsea have been interested for a while. Now we've gone in for him and it looks like we've got him. Happy days. Ben Jacobs gives us one of his tremendous threads where he goes into great detail to let us know exactly what is going on. Mr. Reliable himself. So without further ado, Ben Jacobs, take it away. Chelsea plan to pay more than Christopher Nkunku's €60 million release clause to stop suitors joining the race next summer. When Nkunku signed new deal, release clause negotiated low, below market value, to ensure he could still leave despite extending. This was at Nkunku's request. In essence, Nkunku wants to focus on the World Cup and do a full season with Leipzig. It's smart of Chelsea to offer above the release clause and still below market value now before his price goes up even higher. Under that eventuality, Leipzig could demand more to fast-track sell or tell CFC to try their luck when release clause is active. Negotiation is intriguing because Leipzig want a max fee rather than only the release clause, but they also know Chelsea not be only suitor prepared to pay more. There is now a pre-agreement between CFC and Nkunku, but important to note this doesn't prevent him listening to other offers. That's why Chelsea want to move fast to finalise a locked fee and structure with Leipzig, since they can issue formal paperwork as per cater to Liverpool. There's also been confusion over Nkunku's secret medical and whether he signed anything. From my understanding, medical not in doubt. It happened a few weeks ago with CFC staff present, but Leipzig still maintain Nkunku has not signed paperwork with Chelsea and it's all verbal. Denials and conflicting info are relatively normal after all. The move isn't imminent, even if a deal is. At Chelsea's end, they believe they have beaten their rivals and have formal player acceptance. PSG are not currently looking at re-signing Nkunku, as reported last week. And if you need a summary, yes, Nkunku signed a pre-agreement, but as I understand it, it's not legally enforceable or exclusive until club-to-club agreement ready. Then Nkunku must decide and has given verbal assurances. This puts CFC in a strong position, but not quite a done deal. So, this is where we need to be a little bit wary, right? Because we've had this sort of thing happen last window, didn't we? Rafinha. Yeah, we talked to the player. Everything's all good. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, deal done. All right, nice. No, he's not coming. He's not coming, lads. He's not coming. We can't have that again. Now, the good thing about this, we've gone to the player. We've got everything that we've wanted from the player. He's keen. He's happy. He's ready to say yes. Now, with a pre-agreement in place, the pre-agreement clearly, as illustrated, is not legally binding, but it's an agreement between Nkunku and Chelsea. We know, we've spoken with him, and he's gone, yes, I agree. I want to come to play for your club. Cool, okay, fantastic. Now, it's about closing the deal with Leipzig, okay? Once we do that, everything is set in stone. Now, initially, some people would look at this and go, Chelsea are a bit stupid to pay more than the release clause. It's a release clause. It's there for a reason. And if you have a pre-agreement in place, then why try and pay more for the release clause? Well, the fact that, as Ben Jacobs has illustrated, is still below market value. His fee is quite high. It should be quite high. If there wasn't a release clause and clubs were just bidding for him, it would probably reach the 100 million margin. We're probably looking around there. The fact that we can pay just a little bit extra, just to guarantee things with Leipzig, to make it, seem to them that we're serious, we want the player, let's get this done, here's the money, it's ready. And as mentioned as well, the payment structure seems to be not all in one bundle. It seems to be divided into parts, which at the end of the day means fantastic. It means we can pay them slowly but surely. But the fact that we are going above market value, below market value, but above the release clause, means that we can assure Nkunku of a signature. We can assure Leipzig that they're going to get good money above the release clause, which they're going to accept. And it means that we beat off any competition before the competition has even shown up. Before we get to next summer and before clubs start snooping around going, oh, you know what, we might be able to enter this race. No, boom, the race is closed. There is no race, So on Chelsea's part, for that, I have to say it's wise. It's a good thing to do. And it seems like we've got ourselves quite a good deal for an attacker where we know that he is good. And Nkunku, especially this season, has started off on a blinder. Fair play to Nkunku. Now, you know me, and I know many of you feel the same sentiment. I've got German PTSD, right? I don't want a Bundesliga player coming to Chelsea and flopping. I don't necessarily think Nkunku is going to be one of those, but I can't help but think it's a possibility. However, Erling Haaland has made me feel a little bit better about all of this. So I don't quite know what to think, although it'd be silly to say Nkunku is Erling Haaland. Right now, Haaland is on a planet of his own. I don't know what. Maybe he's training like Ivan Drago in Rocky 4. Who knows? Maybe he is. Maybe the guy's on steroids. I don't know. But I'm not saying that, by the way. I don't think he is. He definitely isn't. But he's playing like it. Nkunku, I think, would come in. I think he'd be an upgrade on what we have, for sure. I think he'd be able to fit in that front line quite well. Although, we got to start asking questions. How is Graham Potter going to manage that? Say, okay, we have Sterling. Okay. Say we have Nkunku. Fantastic. We've got Aubameyang up top. Cool. We've got Broja to try and fit in, maybe in rotation with Aubameyang. That's quite straightforward to do. Kai Havertz, how is he going to fit in this? Okay, that's a question. On top of that, if Pulisic starts returning to form, he starts asking questions. He starts getting Graham Potter thinking. Cool. What happens there? If we go in for Rafael Leao and he comes to Chelsea down the road, imagine that. Imagine Sterling, Leao, Nkunku, Pulisic. If Pulisic actually hits form, you know? And that's something that needs to be managed. That needs to be managed very, very well. So can Graham Potter do that? Personally, I think it's a good problem to have because I know some of you are going to be asking that question. Some of you are going to be saying, oh, but there's going to be too many. It's going to be we're doing too much. We're doing too much. We should just buy, one and that's it. And then we have what we need and that's cool. No. Injuries are a thing. Competition is a thing. Look at Chilwell and Cucurella. The competition on that left-hand side is fantastic to see now because we're assured. On that left-hand side, we know we've got someone decent there, whoever's playing. That's what you want in all positions, especially up top. Especially up top where we tend to struggle for goals. We struggle to shoot. We struggle to make the final decision, the final pass, the final shot in that final third. It's just something that we need to get a grasp of. And the Palace game maybe showed us some solutions. So hopefully we keep that going. But bringing these players to Chelsea, Nkunku for one, you just would take him. Will he perform though? It remains to be seen. I'm not going to say yes, he's going to smash it. And I'm not going to say no, he's going to flop. Right now, when a player comes from the Bundesliga, I really don't know. And that's where I'm going to leave it with you. What do you think Nkunku would do? Right now, in Leipzig, he's looking fantastic. So did Timo Werner. All due respect to Timo, but so did Timo. There's this and that. As I said, there's Erling Haaland, who come from Dortmund, and now he's killing it over here. You never know, but I want your thoughts. Let me know, how do you see this going? If Nkunku does come to Chelsea, which right now it seems like we've got a big hold on and it looks like it's happening, when he does come to Chelsea next summer, how do you expect him to play? Do you have high hopes or do you think he'll flop? Let me know down below. I want to see all of your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Thank you all so much for watching. Also, I have to address this very, very quickly. Martinelli to Chelsea. I mean, yeah, would any of us take Martinelli? Yes. Do I think this news is true though? No, I don't think it is. I think, yes, maybe Chelsea have an eye, but to think Arsenal will sell Martinelli to Chelsea, come on. That's like, honestly, right now, that is like Tottenham selling Harry Kane to Chelsea. It's not happening. It's just not happening. There's no way. Especially the way Arsenal are playing. They keep this up. There's no way they're going to be selling Martinelli to Chelsea unless we break the bank. Unless we literally turn to Stan Kroenke, Josh Kroenke, Edu, and go, yo, here's 150 million. Cash. Maybe that gets them thinking, but no. Martinelli to Chelsea, forget it. Not happening. So, yeah. That's my thought anyway. I would take Martinelli any day of the week. But, no, it's not happening. Very, very doubt that will ever happen. So, there we are. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you catch my preview tomorrow for the Champions League games coming up this week, including Chelsea AC Milan, where the main focus will be on. I'll give you my thoughts on all of that and what I expect to happen. See you tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification button to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. See you tomorrow, people. In a bit. Take care and peace.